When I first heard about Sam Winstead, I was completely blown away. This was a man of true grit and courage. He's 90 years old, and he's going to do what?
But our job as scouts was not to do the firing, but Paul Madeline said he went over to ask Sergeant Ruby if they needed to move or what they needed to do. And he left Joe Cranick there. And when Ollie was gone, the chap threw a grenade and killed Cranick. But when we got that battle over, we had to take all our dead. Matt and I had to carry him. We carried him for quite a ways to put everybody in a pile so they could pick him up. And that was a bad time for me.
My name is Ahmed Salim, and I am the director of a feature documentary film called Sam's Ride for Peace.
I remember I never said, "Joe, I'm sorry." I never just dumped him in a pile. It was business. I didn't forget it. 56 years. 9 months later, I went up to Oliphant, Pennsylvania and found his family. Saw where his tombstone was on the mountain. I don't know.
Where Sam will meet Congress members and advocate for diplomacy, not war. Bicycle Ride for Peace, 350 miles from Raleigh to Washington, D.C.
I have to look around, make sure I'm calling the right name. And great-grandson, Aiden, so we got 4 generations riding to Washington. Whoa. We're not doing any more wars, and this is a message I'm going to send to Congress.
So are you going to ride this bike? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard to believe that Sam Winstead left the battlefield 70 years ago.
Your bell doth toll.
Hey, who's ready?
And he still is on a mission to spread peace. When he left the battlefield, he thought he fought in the war that would end all wars. Instead, America has been in a constant state of war ever since. Now a member of Veterans for Peace, a group that uses its influence of having experienced war firsthand, this group speaks out against the stupidity of war.
Part of our narrative is that we're not against warriors, we're just against war.
It took a while, and I gave Sam his space, but finally, he agreed to let me film his ride.
I hadn't ridden a bicycle 5 miles in 70 years.
Oh.
Broke a couple of ribs in Washington, D.C. Took a spill out in northern North Carolina, smacked his head up pretty good. That persuaded him to wear helmets.
Pump that sucker, Sam!
I chose to make this film because not only does Sam's character and grit at 90 inspire me, but his core message and yearning carries an opportunity to transform the ride into a movement that inspires a younger generation of peacemakers.
Here's one of those fancy little details you got to be aware of: baby powder for your butt. You don't want to oil the brakes.
Oh, you have peace because you do, so let it show.
That's why we have partnered with Sam and his team to make this film of a simple moment in time when he, his great-grandson Aidan, George Ripley, and a small band of Veterans for Peace find a truth greater than themselves.
This is for inter-urban transport. They ripped it out.
That this yearning for a peace economy is shared in the hearts of many, and it is our right as citizens of the world to call on our government to diligently make peace prosperous. When Sam asked me what I thought of the ride, it was great. He went to Congress, to Capitol Hill. I saw him knock on doors and talk to senators. But something occurred to me. After you ride over 350 miles, I think you've gone far enough. So the next ride, we want the senators and the congressmen to come to us. Our goal is on May 9th, 2015, that we leave Raleigh and travel by bicycle for the next Ride for Peace. We're going to travel to college campuses. We want to have tent cities formed on these campuses and have a community within our journey.
Traffic is the worst part. You get used to the heat.
We are going to invite congressmen to meet the challenge and come to Arlington National Cemetery and justify your war economy in front of those who've paid the price. And we will present Congress with a people's call for a peace economy. It's a challenge, it's an exercise, it's for peace. What do we need? In addition to many more riders, we need route organizers, and we need to raise $28,000 to cover the cost of producing this film, and we will send 15% of that back to the ride for logistics.
How are you?
You're a hero.
What?
You're a hero.
Why? Because I'm for peace?
Yes.
Okay, well we're all for peace, but this effort is to get the United States more engaged in the Ukraine.
Yes.
Sam says it's Ukraine's business. Then the weapons companies, weapons manufacturers, they make money when there are wars.
Meet us at one of the college campuses. When you contribute to this film, you'll get the updates. You'll be informed about how you can meet us as we go from Raleigh, North Carolina to Washington, D.C. There'll be other routes organized as well. When you donate to this film, you have an opportunity to register yourself for the ride. You also have an opportunity to volunteer. And we can't wait to see you on May 16th in Washington, D.C. at Arlington National Cemetery as we ask Congress to meet the challenge.